2 days ago, I couldn't take it.
If you're a Freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go here in Inglewood. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. Right to the air goes Lawrence. That's caught. It's Lambert Smith. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of the receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Second down, Lawrence. He'll find his man, Lambert Smith. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
At the 6-yard line.
It is a huge play for Detroit. 33 yards. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4. Inside the 5. It is second and goal.
Brings up second
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown, Lions. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. You wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
His kick is good. Makes the score Lions 7, Rams nothing. Andy Borica is set to kick off.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run. Into space. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown Rams. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. We talk about a quarterback who can hurt you both ways. That is the one-way defenses just can't stop him. All that speed, taking it the distance.
You're exactly right, Mike. This is just one of the elements of the quarterback position that is just so hard for defenses to account for. When they get themselves in space, they in essence turn into a running back, and once they get out in front, there's no catching it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And now flags come in. This kickoff goes out of bounds. Special teams with a mistake on the kickoff. On 1st down, Lawrence forced out wide, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play, throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he's through when the pass is incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
That's Ibuka in motion.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And the player that is down is Trevor Lawrence. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Leonard going to throw for it.
Come on.
It's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Run. Hey, alert 33. Real.
On 1st down is Mayfield.
Oh, wow.
To the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Jigba. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. That is a big play for LA. A gain of 57 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal.
Kings.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So Mayfield leads the group to the line. They'll go for 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
Lions 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just seize the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Lisa 24.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Now a short one caught by the tight. He's hit.
Oh, wow.
And the ball comes free. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence. Left side, that's Johnson. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 1. So after 1, 12-7 is the score. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 1 coming up.
Hey. 11.
That's Ibuka in motion. The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline and be taken down for a loss.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Lee Gatt. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Here's 1st and 10.
I thought it was good.
Hey, Lion. Hey, 11. Here we go.
Throwing is Lawrence. That is caught at the 3. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
The 1-yard line.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Hey, easy. Route. It's hot. 30 left. 13, Lou.
Keep it on the ground with Hunter. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Hey, kill.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Hey, kill. 11.
Lawrence. That is caught to the goal line and in. Jarquez Hunter. Touchdown, Detroit. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the 1st round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That is caught in the end zone. 2 points for the moment. We do have a flag down. Let's see if this will hold up.
Andres Borregales set to kick off.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35.
line.
Good. 180.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He was covered by
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
180. Watch out.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. He'll get back to his tight end, that's Jelani Woods. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
16 yards.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Hey, over 30. 180. Up. Watch out.
From the gun, it's Mayfield.
Come on, baby.
As he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw. And fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
The branch is so
His
slow.
50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
180. Run.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Not a whole lot happening there. Just a short pickup.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On second down, Baker. This one into the hands of Smith and Jigba. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and
To throw is Mayfield. Looking
I'm
Smith and
slow.
Jigba's way again, and again a catch. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
gain of 17 yards.
That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. To throw is Mayfield. That is...
Man, where my defenders? Like, they just...
Jelani Woods. Touchdown, LA. So Mayfield leads the group to the line. They'll go for 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Out quickly and complete. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Mike, I think all of us can remember
Yeah.
exactly where we were during a
Yeah.
certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the
The
result,
Lions take
2
over
points.
first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
No, you don't.
Red 23. Focus, right? 13 move.
On first down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Hey, Lions, 11. Hey, focus, right?
On first and 10, Lawrence. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first
Gain of
down.
14. First down, Detroit.
Red on red. Hey, change the time. Hey, kill. Here we go.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. That one is caught by Ibuka. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his third catch of this first
What up,
half.
Larry?
Good enough for a first down.
First down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
middle, and he spots Hunter there. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
On the red. 30 left.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Moving to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. The Lions ball their first time out as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number one. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Go, tonight. 11, Agate.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. A quick slant into the hands of Johnson. And he's in. Jawan Johnson. Touchdown, Lions.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw is Lawrence. That'll be caught, and he will get in for the 2. They open up a bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line.
Pistol. Good. 180. Alert. What's up?
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And he's going to be taken down, but there is a flag on the field. You wonder if that was a push-off.
Hey, alert. Hey, sick. 180. Real.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Has a man open, that's Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Andres Borregales set to kick off.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Up. Real. Kings. Regular. Run. Up. Point it right. Done.
Mayfield to throw on first and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up second and 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 19-yard line.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
First down.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Pistol. 180. What's up?
Now Mayfield. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Rams. Zane Gonzalez on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Rams have taken a 4-point advantage.
27. Lions 23.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Rip, 23.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drop for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 33-yard line.
13, move.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. Incomplete.
Damn.
They picked the pass up, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Lions first down.
Gain of 12.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Left side, he's got Ibuka. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Red on red. Easy. Read it, 54. Read it, 54.
Leggett in motion. A first down throw for Lawrence. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard. From the 34-yard line, here's second and 8. Leggett in motion. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Hey, let's go. Hey, change the time. Hey, Big 13 heavy.
Now here's Lawrence. Now he'll air one out. And that is incomplete.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. And certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Safe break. Go, let's go. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. A dive and a catch. Incredible. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
11,
Lawrence on the run to the right. He's in. Travis Hunter. Touchdown, Detroit. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And not just any touchdown, but Greg, that is the first touchdown reception of his NFL career.
And Mike, doesn't it just seem like over the last couple of years, these class of rookie receivers, they make such an immediate impact, and maybe at some other positions there's some growing pains and maybe a little bit of slower development, but there's something about this wide receiver position. They're young, they're talented, and they've made their presence felt.
We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Good. 180. Up. What's that?
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
At the 35-yard line.
King. Good. What's that?
From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he just does take that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
This offense has to do a better job of generating chunk plays once he gets outside the pocket and they transition into scramble drill. Instead, nobody really uncovers downfield, forces him to make a difficult throw, and falls incomplete.
A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mayfield. First down throw there is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day when he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down. To throw is Mayfield.
Oh, come on, baby. You got to see that by the phone.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On first down is Mayfield. Making jig from left side is got it. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7. Here's 2nd and 2. on the ground. It's Mixon as we begin the fourth quarter. And he will get into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Los Angeles. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Gonzalez now for the point after.
The extra point.
His kick is good. And the Rams have taken a 4-point advantage.
Rams 34, Lions 30.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. On first down, Lawrence to the outside, complete to Johnson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Flushed to his left. And nice work there. Going to a slide. Gain about 7.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Lawrence now on second down. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Lions first down.
We get in motion. Lawrence now to throw on first down. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season. We get in motion. On first and 10, Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable and just line up and snap it again.
Second and 10.
Lisa 24. Hey, danger. Jack.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That is caught by the tight end, Austin Hooper. Touchdown, Lions. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That one back to the lane, and incomplete. Good work there defensively. The try for 2 does not work. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! What's up?
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That one is caught by Campbell.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Alert, 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 alert! Regular, regular, regular. What's up?
Second down throw for Mayfield. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
24 yards.
A gain of 24 through the air. First down, LA.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. Run, run, run. Kings, Kings, Kings. Up, up. Pistol, pistol, pistol.
Now Mayfield. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Rams. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field. And after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator. You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown. But now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Take right open, open. Hey, hey, hey. Son.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Taking off.
Oh, come on.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike.
It's way faster
The
than
ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Second and 6.
Here we go.
Second down, Lawrence. That one incomplete. Good job.
Good job.
And it'll bring up third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think like they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go.
Man, I'm done. Here, you can have it. Come on. Unbelievable. That is truly unbelievable.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
And then yes. This game, man.
Real. 6. Cut.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
Run. Point it right. Alert. Hurry. Regular. Watch out.
On second down, Baker. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
King. Watch out.
Here's Mayfield. Looking for Campbell. He's got it.
Niggas don't drop.
Six catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. Done.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And he let him up a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. Looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. It's second down.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Hey, alert there.
Right.
Hey, alert. Good. 180. Done.
They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And he will get into the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, LA. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game. And now 15 for the year.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's going to try to do it himself. And he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more.
Nothing fancy here. This was old school throwback smash mouth football, and they're able to pick up the 2-point play.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. We get on the return.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10. Lawrence. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. Rolling right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be out of bounds following a
turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. Left side, caught by Hunter. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
A 28-yard gain.
A pickup there of 28 yards.
First down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Take right open, open. Go, go. 30 left.
A first down throw for Lawrence. And this one is caught with momentum. That'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield.
He steps out of bounds.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
13 blue. Blue.
Throwing is Lawrence. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It's a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Let's go.
To throw is Lawrence. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job by the defense, and it's fourth down.
11.
In motion is Hunter.
What is that?
And in motion, heading right.
Sink right. Hey, kill.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down.
Shit,
This is complete. They had their chance. They took it through. They trailed late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Turnover on downs.
Set. 180. Alert. Watch.
On play action, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
30-yard line.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
180. Regular. Shot.
And second and 10, Mayfield. He's going to run and he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Set to go now on first and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. This will be intercepted by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
I gotta be honest, Mike, I'm a little surprised at the fact that they're even deciding to throw the ball, given the situation. I mean, it's unlikely that that decision will cost them the game, but stranger things have happened on a football field.
Hey, Lion. Tomato.
On first and 10, Lawrence. This one broken up. It's incomplete.
Can't catch anything. Everybody else gonna never miss a pass.
It leads to second and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Forced to his right. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This offense has to do a better job of generating chunk plays once he gets outside the pocket and they transition into scramble drill. Instead, nobody uncovers downfield. He forces a difficult throw, and luckily it falls incomplete.
That is brought in. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Done.
Here we go. One final play. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Rams. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago, a game they